Definitely one of those situations of you never know what you're going to find, because I did not have most of this on my bingo card. What do you have on that KO right there?
It felt like we were totally getting fleeced for a minute.
Oh, you got to make $1 on it. You always know what I'm going to like.
I know.
If you'll eat one, we'll do it.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not that bad.
He's like, I don't know about that, dog.
That's gnarly.
Where's his stuff at? Oh, behind him.
Behind him there.
Hey, look, there's Cecil.
What's up,
Hey, dude.
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Good. Once you get done, I have your thing back.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you.
Also, it's not open. I just told you that because I knew you wouldn't have to seal them.
I'm gonna sneak back there and look in the box before you do.
Oh, it's not a box. It's just a die cut.
Yeah, that could.
I did open that one right away, though. It didn't take me long.
They're super cool.
What's the story with the news van up there? I don't know if I asked you about that one before.
It's bare bones with box.
Oh, okay. Doesn't have accessories.
It was brand new. The lady I bought it off of said, well, the same guys that sold me the other collection.
Sure.
Their aunt came in, and she only had girls, so she had all the Aprils, the news van, and Hotspot. She said the news van up until 2 months ago was sealed. Her granddaughter yanked it open and lost everything out of it. So it's just a box van that's never been played with. So it's just box.
That's crazy. So like they're just like around her house somewhere or something. Then.
That's why I told her. I was like, "You ever find it? Bring it back." She's like, "Honey, they're not there. I checked. I might have thrown it away." And I was like,
That's funny.
Anything on this table is 5 each.
Okay.
Or 5 for 20.
Right on.
Any of the toys on this table are 10 each, no matter what the price.
5 for 20, 10 each.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys need a grenade? We've got a few different.
Only if it's live.
We've got a few different kinds.
Take a look with your G.I. Joe display.
We did another show last week that wasn't all toys, so we kind of just
Got
had
some
some
extras,
stuff
leftovers.
packed up in totes. We're like,
Let's see.
Corny hillbilly.
We took a trip to Florida.
That's
We were
funny.
gone 3 weeks. And we really should have filmed some content because it was nuts.
it was bonkers.
I mean, it was the kind of content people dream of because, like, we met so many characters. We bought a prison toilet. Okay, so I mean, it just kept escalating. The next to last day,
Prison toilet.
The next to last day, we kind of strike. We did like 8 different flea markets. The next to last day, we kind of strike out. The only thing we buy is a prison toilet. But then he wants to show me his old stomping grounds. So we're driving up on this mountain. We see a sign for a yard sale. We're like,
It's in Alabama, by the
could be
way.
hit or miss. Dude, it ends up being like a private pick. Old couple. They traveled to Southwest. Just
literally moved everything from Arizona like 25 years ago, and it was still sitting in totes. Like,
Oh, wow.
you couldn't ask for a cooler thing to happen. So we had to rent a U-Haul to get everything back. We totally picked them. We went broke. The next day, we hit one more flea market on the way out.
We're like, we need to sell some stuff to get home.
Like literally, we were that broke. Barely sell anything. This guy, just a random wild dude, whips up right at the end in his truck. Like, we're packing up. Everybody's packed up. We're like kind of one of the last people there. He's like, how much for everything?
Just jumps out of his truck like that. He's like, how much for everything?
Like,
And we're I'm like, 20,000. And he was like, okay, well, let me pick out a few things.
So he starts going around and picking like all of our best stuff. Like I don't know. Like he picked up the hood ornaments first. We had some
we had
really
some like
cool,
$200 to $500 hood ornaments, basically, like from the 30s. So he starts picking that kind of stuff. And I'm telling him the process, we still making a pile. I was like, okay, well, he seems like he's probably serious.
Then he tries to hook us, and he's like, well, how about $500 for everything?
For the whole, like he had made a big pile. He's like, $500 for the whole pile. We're like, no, we're not even close.
Long story short, it felt like we were totally getting fleeced for a minute. We end up with $300 in our pocket. We end up with 3 John Lennon autographs.
Real John Lennon.
Oh, wow.
Certified.
He bought a whole estate out of somebody who collected ephemera, like rock and roll ephemera.
Mostly rock and roll, a few movies and stuff.
And we're just like, by the end of it, we're like, I mean, it was just nuts.
That's crazy.
Yeah. They're already certified through the John Lennon Association, which are probably worth like in the $1,500, $2,000 range like that. But if you send them to get PSA, then you're looking at like $4.
Are you gonna do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Smart. That's awesome.
Might as well reach for the big bucks.
Yeah. For real. Well, that's cool. Is this your spot right here? How much are those?
I think I had $150 on it, but I was just kind of shooting the moon because I don't know. He knows more about this stuff than I do.
I mean, it's rare, especially with the tag.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
think
cool.
I got it at Xenia in the morning.
That was for the pair, or
No.
Or for one?
I would do $150 for the pair.
I was just say it was like $150 for that one, like 40 for that one, but yeah, $150 for you for both of them.
yeah. I never see these. I'll do it.
I'm just gonna show you this guy.
What's that?
They're from the 80s. They were just like hands. I used them to display like knockoff mat balls in.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Love the green fingernails.
They're usually like 40 to 50 bucks on eBay. I do like 30 on it, dude.
Okay.
They're killer with a knockoff in it.
You always know what I'm gonna like.
I know.
180.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks, man. I'll see you in a few.
Man. Absolutely.
Good man. How are you?
I'm sure that you spoke to 100 people at your Hoosier Plecticon.
I remember you though. Yeah.
You talked about mad scientists.
Yes. Yes.
So real good to see you. I'm not going to make your next one.
Oh, okay.
I was hoping you would come here because I have something for you.
Okay.
I know you don't do a whole lot of plush, but this was the gross out response to Beanie Babies. They're meanies.
Never even heard of it.
So I mean it's 90s, but I got it when I was in high school. It's been in a box for 20 years.
Yeah.
But, I thought it fit with your stuff, man.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that.
Splat
Thank
the
you.
cat, man.
Appreciate that.
I think I've got two.
Yeah, I got this one. That one's different.
You don't see them out in the wild too often in Disco Christmas. Thanks, man.
Is that all the showbiz stuff you have?
What's that?
Is that all the showbiz stuff you have?
That's all the showbiz stuff I have, yep.
Turtles. Oh, this is you. How you doing, buddy? Good, man. I was just thinking, this is an interesting booth.
I think it's 90s.
Is it a bank or like
the
a?
same one as the Freddy Krueger one.
Oh, okay.
Then you got that one, right? Didn't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
It's the same makers, same time period.
Okay. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Can I see the baby bog one?
If you had the hat for that Garcia, I would have been super happy.
I'm gonna get these two.
Okay. About just 100.
Sure. Thanks.
Oh, you haven't made it down there yet. She had a. I know Chuck E. Cheese isn't her thing, but she has a cool Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, I've been doing Chucky too. Yeah. Hey, Krista, what's up? Good. Good. How you doing?
It's only missing the first card.
Okay.
I'd
Grossville.
love to see if I had the first card.
Uh huh.
I don't think I do, but if I do, I'll bring it to your show.
Oh, okay.
If you were to-
Grossville sounds cool though.
High. Yeah, and it's kind of like garbage pail. And then I have this. Matt said you might be interested with the keychain combo.
I got this, but for $10, yeah, I'll buy it.
Are you sure? Or
Yeah.
you just want the keychain, whatever?
No,
Okay.
that's a good price.
Thought I had an Imperial Frankenstein, and I was up at 4:30 this morning looking for it. And I told Matt if Anthony comes, I might have the one he's missing in his set. I couldn't find it at 4:30 this morning. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. It's out there somewhere. It shouldn't be too tricky.
for sure. All right.
Thanks so much.
Anthony. Good to see you.
All right.
If I find that Frankenstein, I'll bring him in February.
Sounds good to me. Thanks.
Thank you.
Staroid Raiders.
There's a slobulous body.
Yeah.
I would do 180.
Looks like it works.
But if there's a low one that's sold
For $35, it's worth it for the pen.
vintage Ghostbuster jumper. Yeah,
It's pretty awesome.
just grab them, you know what I mean? Yeah, now you're fine.
Are those stickers garbage pail?
Yeah, they're the big ones.
I need to catch you at one of your shows. I've got a set of Madball skateboard knee sleeves on car.
Oh, cool.
I've had them set aside. I meant to bring them, but they're in a tote and I put away. At least for you to look at.
Yeah.
If you'd be
Do you know
interested.
which character it is?
They're purple. I know that. I don't know what characters on there.
I have 2 on card. I think I'm missing 1 set, but I can't think of which set I'm missing.
Do you have them like posted anywhere on your Instagram or anything?
There might be pictures on them.
Okay, I'll look through to maybe see if it's different.
Okay.
I can shoot you a DM.
Sure. What do you have on that KO right there?
I'll do $10 on it.
I don't think I have that color.
You can take a look at it.
And then I'll grab that body too, because the clip works, right?
You would know better than me.
I think I have a spare head for
Okay.
it. I'll do these 2.
Okay. What I have on that?
I think it's a 35.
30. Just give me a 40 then.
Works for me, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
There you go, man.
All right, thank you.
All right, appreciate it. Jeff, how you doing, man? Did you ever get that, Tim?
Yes.
Did you?
Yeah, we actually did.
You got that little guy?
I do.
You do? Good, I can keep it. Because I like
Exactly. No, I didn't do those.
Yeah. But I get more
I've-
than small stuff.
Yeah, it's a new one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go ship.
Oh, Ghost Ship movie, yeah. Yeah.
I'll get that from you.
Okay, bud.
Is it 3 or 2? Same both
2,
on
I
that.
think what I paid. What's I got on the front? Oh,
3.
3, yeah. Or 2's fine, whatever.
Oh, you got to make $1 on it.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank
man.
you, sir.
Appreciate you. Good seeing you.
All right, good to see you guys.
Yeah.
I'll probably come back around, but Merry Christmas either way.
Yeah, you Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
So you know that alien head you bought from me at Toy Hi-Ho?
Mhm.
Did you see that one?
That one looks cleaner.
It's new old stock.
Is it?
Full of the suckers, dude.
Oh, really?
Yes. Come here and look at it. I've never. So my mom and dad owned a couple gas stations back in the day.
Uh-huh.
So I had my original one that my mom gave me out of the gas station. Dude, I have not seen these suckers since then. And it's literally
awesome.
full. It's never been used.
That's funny. How much is that one then?
I think we had 200 on it.
200?
Yeah. So this is the old stuff. It was 200, right?
Yeah.
Because we've had people offering us already $10 per sucker just for the suckers.
Really?
Dude, I don't know. There's.
That's so funny.
Yeah, Matt
That's
wants a
what it looks
sucker. Like
We've got.
I'm like you. I have a hard time if it's all there. I just have a hard time.
Oh, for sure.
But we
yeah.
don't know how many is supposed to be there. Don't have a count.
They're trying
on
to talk
it
me
or
into
anything.
selling. I haven't done it yet.
It's like, dude, he's got 4 literally sold for 10 apiece in here today. Like
Yeah.
literally four.
That's so
of them
funny.
if you'll split it up. I have a friend coming from Kansas City today. He should be here in just a little bit. He does YouTube videos and TikToks of eating old food, so he wants one to eat, dude. Like he'll literally. I have a whole tote of stuff for him in the car, like cereals.
So funny.
That's the guy that's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, so we can do like a crossover.
He'll literally
You wanna eat
open those
one?
up and.
if you'll eat one, we'll do it.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not that
Froggy's like, I don't know about that, dog.
I got a long drive home.
Yeah.
Going up.
$5 a pop on our music ones.
On the-
Check for mold. And they used to fly. I
Oh, okay.
run them for years.
They've been checked from they don't have them.
Yeah.
They just count like
Is there any room if I got the Slopster and the Knickerbocker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 350.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Thank you. Awesome deal. Appreciate that.
He had the sheaves, so.
Yeah, that's hard to find. There you go. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man.
Did he tell you we do 175 on the alien?
Oh, okay. I'll do it.
And you got a free patch.
Perfect. Love it. It's so heavy with stuff in it. I'm heading west. Good to see you guys.
Hey,
Appreciate
Thanks,
you,
man. Appreciate it.
Probably the next place we'll see most likely will be your show.
It's coming up 2 months.
Yep.
I know.
All right, guys. See you then. I'll take pretty much any opportunity I can to travel across the border to what I consider the vintage toy Holy Land. Of course, we're talking about Ohio. This was the second installment of the Springfield Toy and Comic Show. I went last year for the first event, had a great time, went back this year, found some more cool stuff. Definitely one of those situations of you never know what you're going to find, because I did not have most of this on my bingo card. So real quick, let's take a look at everything. In no particular order of awesomeness, we'll just go down the list quickly. Krista had a bag with a Chuck E. Cheese bank and this cool little keychain. I already had the bank, but I did want the keychain. This is from 1991. Pretty much anything Chuck E. Cheese or Showbiz Pizza, I'm going to pick it up, especially if I don't already have it. And even something as simple as a keychain is a nice little addition to the collection. Technically, I didn't really need the head-popping Madball Slobulous body, but if you look at the top, the clip is intact, and that's the hardest part to find on any head-popping Madballs action figure. $35 was a great deal, especially considering I do have a nice spare Slobulous head. Now, of course, I have a complete Slobulous up on my shelf for my personal collection, but to be able to complete another for such a great price, just kind of a no-brainer, really. If you get into these, you just got to be careful putting them on, because that clip breaks pretty easily, and then you're back to square one. At that same booth, I picked up a Madballs knockoff. This is a horror ball. It's the mummy mold, made in Taiwan, made of rubber. I wasn't exactly sure if I had this one. I thought I probably did. Turns out I have several loose and even a sealed one over in my horror balls display box. But for $5, I would pick it up again and again and again. You really can't beat that price on something like this. Sticking with the mummy theme, I grabbed a couple cool smalls for my friend Matt over at Burger Time Collectibles. This is a mummy squirt head from 1991. I had never seen these before, thought it was really cool. The price was pretty cheap on it, like $20, which ended up getting bundled with the other item anyway. I did a little research and it looks like they made pretty much all the monster heads, so I'll be on the lookout for those now. Doesn't seem like they pop up very often, but they'll definitely stick out if I do see them, so that's a cool little addition to a Madballs knockoff collection, I think. But then, of course, the better item I picked up from Matt would be the carded baby boglins. Now, I have a couple of these loose with the eggs, but this is my first carded example. Of course, I love the artwork on something like this. As you can see here, this one is Splat, which is this guy right here. I do not have him loose either, but I'm not going to open this one. I'm just happy to finally have a carded one to put in the case with the loose ones. And then speaking of boglins, I was able to get my hands on my first soggy boglins. This is Slopster. He's got his original box. He has this cool snapping claw right here. Recently, I was able to pick up this cool little bit of vintage Mattel correspondence directly relating to the soggy boglins. So I've kind of been on the hunt for these fellas now. Got 2 more to go, Slog and Snish, but getting one, definitely a good start. Of course, we have a little no-brainer pickup for $3 on Ghost Ship. Just a little something for the horror VHS shelf. Sean and Mike had a ton of great stuff. My favorite of which might be this carded flying disc. It's like a Madballs knockoff Frisbee almost. I don't see this size very often. I'm more used to seeing the Goops, which are this size right here. These are quite a bit bigger. The packaging definitely has some wear, but like I said, I never see them with the packaging. I'm probably just going to kind of be a rebel with it and hang it up, just like it was meant to be hung up on a peg hook, because I think it'll look awesome. Then, of course, we do have the loose one right here, which is a pretty awesome mold, but the carded one, definitely my favorite. They also had this cool vintage hand display, which I just thought was awesome. Has green fingernails and a spider on the palm. My head was in the exact same place. Use it as a Madballs display, or in my case, I'm going to use it to display my absolute favorite Madballs knockoff, which is the Bonkers Ugly Ball. I think it'll just kind of set it apart from the rest, make it stand out a little bit, and that ball deserves a little bit of special attention. You may remember a couple months back at the Toy-Hio Toy Show, I did pick up an Alien Pops display from Sean. That one had kind of been through the ringer a little bit. It was a little dirty, beat up. Plenty of little grubby hands had reached inside and pulled out a sucker. This time around, he had a new old stock full of the original suckers, which I just thought was pretty crazy. Now, I'm definitely not brave enough to eat one, but there was just something about this complete store display that I couldn't resist. If you don't remember eating one of these Alien Pops back in the day, then I don't know where you were, because they definitely hit a nostalgic button for me. So much so that I could not resist the full display. I just kind of consider it a collection upgrade. And lastly, that leaves us what is simultaneously the biggest and the smallest pickup from the entire morning, the 1979 Knickerbocker Lord of the Rings Frodo action figure. I've always considered the Knickerbocker Lord of the Rings line one of those prestige lines. Never knew if I'd come across any, never knew if I'd really get into it. They're hard to find in good shape, they're hard to find complete. Not something I'd ever go out of my way looking for, but as soon as one popped up in front of me, I kind of had to jump on it. Now this one is missing his dagger, but he does have his sheath, which is probably equally as hard to find because these little accessories tend to get lost, especially after almost 50 years. If we can kind of look closely at this one, I think it's in pretty great condition. The paint's nice, the hair's good, the clothes are good. These are often pretty worn down when you find them, so I'm really happy to have this one. Of course, I would love to find the dagger and be able to complete this little sucker. That might be as expensive as the figure itself, but you never know. We'll see what pops up eventually. As of now, I'm happy to have one that's just in nice shape that I can put up on a shelf and just kind of have that little prestige piece. If I find more, great. If not, it's fine. That is all I got for you this time. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching the video. But until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. Love ya. Bye.